Beloved friends, today is not merely another day on the calendar. Today is a sacred opportunity, a day when the very air seems to shimmer with possibility, a day when joy, love, and gratitude are ready to flow into our lives as naturally as sunlight fills a room. Christmas is a gentle reminder that abundance is not something we seek outside of ourselves, it is something we recognize within, when our hearts are open and our minds are attuned to the divine flow of life. As you awaken this morning, speak these words silently or aloud. I welcome the joy of this day. I am a magnet for love, peace, and happiness. Gratitude fills my heart, and I am ready to give and receive blessings freely. These words are not mere phrases, they are keys that unlock the doors of the universe. Every thought you hold in your mind is a seed, and every word you speak plants it. Choose words that cultivate light, harmony, and goodwill, for the harvest will be exactly what you have sown. Imagine for a moment that joy is a golden river flowing through your being. Every smile you give, every kind word you speak, every act of generosity you offer pours more of this river into the world. And the world, dear friends, responds in kind. The love you extend is the love that returns, multiplied, filling your life with warmth and delight. There is no limit to this cycle of giving and receiving, for the universe is infinite and ever generous. Today, pause and reflect upon all the blessings you have already received. Perhaps they are small, subtle gifts: the laughter of a child, the warmth of a friend, a roof over your head, a heart that beats with hope. Gratitude is the invisible magnet that draws more of these blessings to you. Speak your gratitude, feel it deeply, and watch how life answers you with miracles both expected and unforeseen. And remember, love is the highest power you can express. Love is not only for family and friends, but for strangers, for those who may challenge you, for the world itself. When you love unconditionally, when you release judgment and open your heart fully, you align with the divine current that sustains all life. This alignment brings peace, joy, and abundance beyond your imagination. As you celebrate this Christmas, let your thoughts be gentle, your words be kind, and your heart be wide open. Let joy bubble up from within, let love be your guiding force, and let gratitude shape your every action. Know that by embracing these principles, you are not only enriching your own life, but you are casting a radiant light into the lives of all those around you. Take this day as a sacred gift. Walk with the awareness that every moment holds the potential for blessing, every encounter is an opportunity to give and receive love, and every heartbeat carries the rhythm of divine harmony. Speak the words of hope, faith, and prosperity. See the world through the lens of abundance. And let your life be a testament to the truth that happiness, love, and gratitude are not distant ideals. They are here now and yours for the claiming. So this Christmas, dear friends, let us rise above worry, let us shine above fear, and let us celebrate the miraculous gift of life. Embrace joy, let love flow freely, and cultivate a heart overflowing with gratitude. In doing so, we honor the spirit of this day, we honor ourselves, and we step fully into the brilliance of our divine inheritance. The power of words and thoughts is the cornerstone of a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Everything in your life has its beginning in the invisible realm of thought, and the words you speak act as bridges that bring these invisible seeds into tangible manifestation. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a fertile garden, and every thought you entertain is a seed that will inevitably bear fruit. Some seeds may grow quickly, others may take time, but every seed will produce according to its nature. Therefore, it is essential to guard your thoughts and speak with intention, for each word carries a vibration that shapes your reality. When you wake in the morning, before the rush of the day pulls you in many directions, take a moment to align your mind with positivity, with faith, and with the certainty that the day ahead is filled with blessings waiting for you. Affirmations are not mere words, they are declarations to the universe, powerful statements that the invisible will begin to orchestrate into form. When you say, I am surrounded by love, or I am open to receive all the good the universe has for me, you are planting seeds that will inevitably blossom into experiences that reflect your declaration. This is not wishful thinking, it is a spiritual law. The universe does not argue with your words, it does not debate your statements, it responds with perfect precision, giving you exactly what you have called into being. If you harbor thoughts of doubt, fear, or lack, you are sowing seeds that will produce experiences in harmony with those vibrations. If you speak words of limitation, your world will mirror that limitation. But if you speak words of faith, gratitude, and expectation, your world will mirror abundance, joy, and harmony. This is why it is so vital to begin each day consciously, choosing words that uplift, affirm, and inspire both yourself and those around you. Consider the simplicity of a word such as joy. It carries a vibration that immediately lifts the spirit, not only in your own consciousness but in those who hear it. When you declare, "I am filled with joy today," your mind aligns with that feeling. Your actions begin to flow in harmony with it, and you become a beacon that attracts more joy into your life. Thoughts are invisible forces, and when combined with spoken words, they become tangible realities. This is why careful attention to what you think and say is crucial. Every complaint, every criticism, every fearful expectation sets into motion a series of events that must align with that frequency. The universe is impartial. It does not judge, it merely responds. Therefore, to create a life of beauty, prosperity, and fulfillment, your words and thoughts must be in perfect alignment with the life you desire. Begin by becoming aware of the inner dialogue that continually flows within you. Notice the patterns of thought that may unconsciously undermine your happiness or limit your possibilities. Then, consciously choose to replace any negative or limiting patterns with thoughts that uplift and empower. Each thought you hold with conviction is a command to the universe, and each word you speak aloud solidifies that command. In this way, you can transform your life simply by mastering the art of conscious thinking and deliberate speech. One of the most powerful practices you can embrace is the use of affirmations, short, positive statements that encapsulate the life you desire. Speak them in the morning, repeat them throughout the day, and allow them to saturate your mind until they become your natural pattern of thought. Say, "I am abundant in every way," and let your mind envision what that abundance looks like, feels like, and allows you to experience. When you visualize and speak simultaneously, you are sending a double signal to the universe, making the manifestation more certain. Understand that the words you speak are not limited to your private moments. Every conversation, every interaction, every greeting carries the potential to create or limit. When you greet others with kindness, with optimism, with encouragement, you are not only shaping their experience, but also amplifying the vibration of good in your own life. Words have power far beyond what we often realize. They are like arrows shot into the fabric of life, carrying with them the force of intention. To harness this power, one must learn to speak deliberately, to choose words that reflect the reality one desires rather than reacting automatically to circumstances. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," or "this is too hard," choose to say, "I am capable of overcoming every challenge," or "every situation is an opportunity for growth." Notice how the shift in language immediately affects your perspective and the flow of opportunities in your life. It is equally important to understand the concept of no resistance. Words spoken in anger, in frustration, or in despair create resistance, and resistance blocks the flow of good into your life. Therefore, even in challenging situations, maintain the practice of speaking from a place of calm, faith, and confidence. Replace complaints with affirmations, replace worry with expectancy, and replace fear with faith. This is not a matter of pretending or denying reality, it is a matter of consciously directing your energy toward constructive creation rather than destructive reaction. The mind is obedient, it will follow the direction you set. When you declare with faith, "All is well in my world," your subconscious mind aligns with that statement, and the universe moves to confirm it in your experience. When you focus on fear or lack, you unconsciously set your mind to produce more of the same. Therefore, the wise practice is to constantly monitor your inner dialogue and consciously choose words that serve your highest good. Another aspect to consider is the power of spoken gratitude. To say "thank you for this day, for this opportunity, for the abundance in my life," is to affirm that you already have what you desire. Gratitude is a magnet that draws more blessings, and when combined with the power of affirmative speech, it becomes unstoppable. Speak with confidence, speak with love, and speak with expectancy. for these words carry an energetic signature that the universe recognizes and cannot resist. Remember, too, that your words are not only for yourself, they ripple outward, affecting everyone around you. A kind word, an encouraging statement, a blessing spoken to another can alter the course of their day, their thoughts, and even their life. In this way, your words have the power to create not only your own reality, but the reality of those you touch. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak is a seed planted in the fertile soil of life. Choose these seeds wisely. Plant seeds of joy, hope, love, and faith. Water them with gratitude, nurture them with belief, and watch as they grow into circumstances, relationships, and experiences that reflect the beauty of the inner world you have cultivated. When you become conscious of this truth, you realize that there is no such thing as idle speech or meaningless thought. Every utterance, every internal dialogue carries weight, and every word is a tool to craft the life you desire. Speak boldly, think fearlessly, and affirm consistently. Speak as if you already possess what you desire, for the universe responds to your words as though they are facts already realized. Expect miracles, declare them aloud, and live each moment as though the promises of your words are already fulfilled. By aligning your thoughts with truth, your words with intention, and your heart with love, you activate a creative power that is limitless. Your life becomes a reflection of the quality of your inner dialogue. Each positivity of your speech, and the faith that animates your declarations. As you practice this daily, as you make conscious speech and deliberate thought your natural habit, you begin to notice a remarkable shift. Opportunities appear that were previously invisible, relationships deepen, challenges dissolve, and your experience of life becomes richer, fuller, and more joyous. The power of words and thoughts is not theoretical, it is practical, it is immediate, and it is transformative. Each morning is a blank canvas, and each word you speak paints the picture of the day to come. Choose words that inspire, that elevate, that harmonize with the highest good. Speak as if you are the author of your reality, for indeed you are. Every statement of faith, every affirmation of love, every declaration of gratitude is a step in the conscious creation of a life filled with beauty, happiness, and abundance. Through this awareness, you realize that there is no external circumstance that can limit the power of your words. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a conscious creator, an architect of your destiny, and the words you choose are the instruments by which you build the life you desire. Speak with clarity, with courage, and with certainty. Let your thoughts be bright, your words be harmonious, and your inner vision be unwavering. This is the practice that leads to a life of joy, fulfillment, and divine alignment. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is not merely a polite response to receiving blessings, it is a magnetic energy that draws more of life's goodness to you. To truly understand gratitude, one must recognize that it is not dependent on circumstances. It is a conscious decision to acknowledge the abundance that already exists, to see the fullness of life in every moment, and to honor it with appreciation. When you practice gratitude, you are aligning yourself with the divine current that brings forth prosperity, love, health, and happiness. Every blessing you have, whether it is large or small, tangible or intangible, serves as a doorway to receive more. Begin by cultivating awareness of the simple gifts that surround you, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of a friend, the comfort of a home, the nourishment of food, the beauty of nature. These seemingly ordinary moments are in fact extraordinary when recognized with a grateful heart. They are reminders that life itself is a continuous flow of gifts, and your acknowledgement of them strengthens that flow. When gratitude becomes your natural state, you begin to see that life is not a series of problems to overcome, but a tapestry of blessings to appreciate. The moment you shift your focus from what is lacking to what is present, you change the vibration of your entire being. The universe responds to this vibration by providing more reasons for gratitude, more opportunities for joy, and more channels through which abundance can flow. It is important to realize that gratitude is not passive. It is an active force, a declaration of faith in the goodness of life. When you say thank you for all that is mine and all that is yet to come, You are not only acknowledging what exists but also creating space for what is on its way. The act of giving thanks, when sincere, opens the door to unexpected blessings, doors that might otherwise remain closed. There is a sacred rhythm in the law of giving and receiving, and gratitude is the key that harmonizes this rhythm. When you give thanks, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready and willing to receive more. This readiness is essential because blessings cannot flow into a heart that is closed, doubtful, or unappreciative. Gratitude opens the channels, lifts the vibration, and allows the divine energy of life to circulate freely through you. One practical way to cultivate gratitude is through daily reflection. Each day, take a few moments to consciously recognize the gifts that have appeared in your life, whether they are people, experiences, opportunities, or simple moments of beauty. Speak them aloud or write them down, and allow the feeling of thankfulness to fill your being. This exercise trains your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, on joy rather than lack. The energy generated by gratitude is contagious. When you express genuine appreciation, those around you feel it, and it amplifies the collective vibration of goodness. Your gratitude has the power to uplift not only your own life, but the lives of everyone you encounter. Another profound aspect of gratitude is that it transforms challenges into opportunities. When difficulties arise, those who practice gratitude can see beyond the immediate circumstance to the lessons, growth, and hidden blessings within. A setback becomes a stepping stone, a disappointment becomes a teacher, and every experience contributes to the expansion of the soul. Gratitude shifts perception from resistance to acceptance, from fear to faith, and from limitation to possibility. It allows you to remain centered in the awareness that life is working in your favor, even when the surface appears uncertain. Consider the simplicity of a moment when you feel truly grateful. The heart opens, tension dissolves, and a sense of peace and contentment fills the soul. This state of being is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with the vibration of gratitude. It is not mere coincidence that those who cultivate a grateful heart often seem to live lives of ease, abundance, and joy. The secret lies not in luck or circumstance, but in the conscious choice to recognize and honorable, or the blessings already present. Gratitude also enhances your ability to receive. Many people struggle to accept abundance because they focus on what is missing or what they believe they deserve. When you practice gratitude, you acknowledge that you are already a recipient of good, and this acknowledgement creates a flow that allows even more good to enter your life. The more you appreciate, the more there is to appreciate, and the cycle continues endlessly. It is important to realize that gratitude is not limited to material things or tangible achievements. You can be grateful for love, for health, for creativity, for freedom, for resilience, and for the intangible joys that color your existence. When you cultivate an all-encompassing gratitude, you tap into a higher frequency that aligns you with divine abundance. Every thought of appreciation, every word of thanks, every feeling of heartfelt acknowledgement sends out ripples into the universe. These ripples expand outward, affecting not only your circumstances but also the people and environment around you. Gratitude is an invisible force that shapes reality. It is not dependent on the conditions of the world, but on the openness of your heart. When you live in a state of continuous thankfulness, you awaken to the truth that the universe is always conspiring for your good. Every person, every situation, every moment is an instrument designed to bring you closer to the fulfillment of your highest desires. By choosing to see and acknowledge the gifts in each day, you activate the law of attraction, drawing to yourself experiences that mirror the quality of your gratitude. This is why it is said that a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Even in times of uncertainty, when life seems unpredictable or challenging, gratitude provides a stabilizing force. It anchors you in the awareness of what is good, what is working, and what is already provided. It keeps you aligned with faith rather than fear, with hope rather than doubt, and with abundance rather than scarcity. Furthermore, gratitude fosters humility and perspective. It allows you to recognize that you are part of a larger whole, that life is interconnected, and that the blessings you enjoy are woven into the vast tapestry of existence. When you give thanks, you are acknowledging this interconnectedness, and in doing so, you participate consciously in the harmony of life. Gratitude also empowers generosity. When your heart is filled with appreciation, it naturally overflows. You find joy in giving, in serving, in lifting others, and in sharing your abundance. The act of giving becomes an extension of the gratitude you feel, creating a cycle of positivity and fulfillment. By cultivating gratitude as a daily practice, you gradually shift your inner environment. Your thoughts become more positive, your emotions more stable, and your perception of life more expansive. You begin to notice blessings where before you saw only problems, opportunities where before you saw only obstacles, and love where before you saw only indifference. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences, infusing life with meaning, joy, and wonder. The more you focus on what you are grateful for, the more your energy aligns with the creative force of the universe. This alignment opens doors, attracts resources, and invites circumstances that reflect the richness of your appreciation. Gratitude is the foundation upon which abundance, joy, and peace are built. By making gratitude a natural part of your daily life, you invite a continuous flow of blessings into every aspect of your existence. Creating a reality that reflects the fullness and beauty of a thankful heart. Love in action is the highest form of expression and the most powerful force that can transform life. It is not a passive feeling but an active, conscious choice to extend kindness, understanding, and compassion in every situation. Love is the bridge between the inner and outer world, between thought and manifestation, and it is through love that the divine flows most freely into human experience. When love guides your actions, you become a magnet for joy, harmony, and abundance, and the world responds to the vibration you emit. Every act of love, no matter how small, carries with it a resonance that shapes reality, uplifts others, and brings blessings back to you in manifold ways. Begin by observing how love can be applied in the simplest aspects of daily life. A kind word to a stranger, a patient gesture toward someone who challenges you, a moment of attentiveness to a loved one. All these are acts of love in action. They may seem insignificant, but their impact is immense. The universe records every act of love and responds by opening doors, providing opportunities, and attracting people and circumstances that resonate with the vibration you emit. Love is not selective. It is not limited to those who are easy to love or those who treat you well. True love extends beyond conditions, beyond judgment, and beyond expectation. When you practice unconditional love, you are aligning yourself with the divine principle that governs creation itself. This alignment allows the flow of abundance, peace, and joy to move unhindered through your life. Love in action also transforms the way challenges are perceived. When difficulties arise, a heart filled with love does not resist or react with fear or anger. Instead, it approaches situations with calmness, understanding, and a willingness to find solutions that honor the highest good for all involved. Love dissolves conflict, softens hearts, and opens channels of communication that might otherwise remain closed. It is through love that even the most complex or tense circumstances can be navigated with grace and ease. Consider the role of empathy as a vital aspect of love in action. To understand another person's experience, to step into their perspective without judgment, is a demonstration of love that has transformative power. Empathy creates connection, fosters compassion, and allows the flow of supportive energy to reach those who need it most. When you act with empathy, you are not only helping others, you are elevating your own consciousness and harmonizing with the universal principle that life is interconnected. Acts of love, when consistent and sincere, create a ripple effect. One kind deed leads to another, one encouraging word inspires another, and one selfless gesture can initiate a chain of events that extends far beyond what you can perceive. The energy of love spreads effortlessly, touching lives, altering experiences, and setting into motion blessings that return to you in unexpected ways. Love in action also requires courage. It often means extending kindness and understanding in situations where fear, judgment, or resentment would be easier. It means choosing patience over impatience, generosity over selfishness, and forgiveness over grudges. This courage is not born of the ego, but of alignment with the higher self, with the part of you that knows the truth of your divinity and the unlimited capacity for creating good in the world. Another important dimension of love in action is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a profound act of love that frees both the giver and the receiver. To forgive is to release the grip of past hurts, resentments, and negative emotions that block the flow of abundance and peace. When you forgive sincerely, you open space for love to flow unimpeded, transforming not only your inner landscape but also the outer reality that mirrors your inner state. Love is also expressed through generosity. The act of giving, whether it be time, resources, or emotional support, is a tangible manifestation of love in action. Generosity reinforces the understanding that life is abundant, that there is enough to share, and that when we give freely, we receive in equal measure. It is not the amount that matters, but the sincerity and intention behind the giving. Even the smallest gesture, when offered with a loving heart, carries infinite value in the realm of creation. Love in action requires awareness and mindfulness. It calls for conscious attention to how your actions, words, and intentions impact others. Every decision, every interaction, can be an opportunity to express love or a moment where it is withheld. By cultivating awareness, you ensure that love becomes the guiding principle in all that you do, permeating every aspect of your life and creating harmony in your relationships, your work, and your environment. Love also thrives in the expression of gratitude. When you act out of appreciation for life, for the people around you, and for the opportunities that present themselves, you infuse your actions with love. Gratitude and love are intertwined. They amplify each other and create a powerful force that attracts more to be grateful for and more to love. This dynamic interaction between love and gratitude elevates your consciousness and aligns you with the highest flow of life. Love in action is transformative not only for those you touch but for yourself. When you act from love, you dissolve fear, anger, and limitation within your own heart. You cultivate inner peace, joy, and resilience, and you create a state of being that naturally attracts positive experiences. The energy of love is magnetic. It draws people, circumstances, and opportunities that resonate with the same vibration, allowing life to flow with ease and harmony. Consider the way love in action impacts relationships. Relationships flourish when love is expressed consistently through understanding, support, encouragement, and kindness. Misunderstandings dissolve, trust deepens, and a sense of connection grows that transcends superficial differences. Even in moments of disagreement or tension, love provides a foundation for resolution and unity. It allows you to approach conflict not as a battle to be won, but as an opportunity to deepen understanding and strengthen bonds. Love in action is also about expressing appreciation and recognition. Acknowledging the efforts, talents, and presence of others is an act of love that uplifts both the giver and the receiver. Words of encouragement, expressions of admiration, and gestures of kindness create an environment where love can flourish and where people feel seen, valued, and supported. It is in these moments of recognition that love multiplies, extending its influence far beyond the immediate interaction. Love is a force that transcends the physical and the material. It is spiritual in essence and manifests through intention, thought, and deed. When your actions are aligned with love, they carry a resonance that is felt beyond words, beyond gestures, and even beyond time. The energy of love creates a lasting imprint on the world, shaping experiences, influencing circumstances, and inspiring others to act from a similar place of compassion and understanding. To live a life guided by love in action is to recognize the sacredness of every moment. It is to understand that each interaction, each decision, each thought carries the potential to create beauty, harmony, and joy. It is to embrace the responsibility and the privilege of being a conscious co-creator, using the energy of love to shape a life that reflects the highest ideals of the heart. Love in acti. On calls for consistent practice. It is not a one-time effort, but a continuous commitment to let love guide every aspect of life. Each day presents countless opportunities to demonstrate love through patience, kindness, generosity, understanding, and forgiveness. By embracing these opportunities with sincerity, You create a life of profound fulfillment and inspire others to follow the path of love as well. In embodying love in action, you align with the divine current that sustains all creation, tapping into a source of infinite abundance, peace, and joy. Your life becomes a living testament to the power of love, a beacon that attracts goodness, harmony, and blessings into every corner of your existence.